Hey Gems, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nisi G. If you're new here, I have been a mindset mentor for 3.5 years and a master cosmetologist for 18 years, and I'm currently studying to become a nurse practitioner. And I like to use psychology and cognitive behavioral therapy to help you understand what you're doing so you can get out of your own way. I'm also obsessed with neuroscience and quantum physics. And so there's that little intro. Anyway, I want to talk to you guys very briefly. And sorry if you hear my dishwasher in the background. You shouldn't, but if you do, oh well. Um, but I wanted to express to you guys how easy manifestation is. I feel like a lot of people are overly complicating it, and it doesn't need to be that complicated. And I used to hate when I would hear people say that back in the day when I was on the opposite end of manifestation and not fully understanding. I would get really frustrated because I'm like, it's not easy, but it really, really is. And the more you convince yourself that it's easy, the more it will be easy. And the reason why I say that is because manifestation is just a decision that you're making. It's not some like due process or trying thing that you have to do. And I had just made a TikTok recently about how we tend to think that like healing or restoring our beliefs takes days and time, and it doesn't take that long at all. Remember, you guys, this is law of assumption, so it's just going off of what you are assuming to be true for yourself. People get so mad at me on TikTok and they will say certain things in my comments, and I'm just like, who gives a fuck? Like, you guys, those are your beliefs. And I say all the time, what you eat doesn't make me shit, meaning whatever you believe does not affect me. I'm the exception to that rule because that is my assumption. That is my law that I live by. That is my belief for me and what I have going on. And those are your beliefs for you and whatever it is that you have going on. So it's just a belief about yourself or about those things that you tend to be true. A couple other things that I want to clear up. Self-concept. My God, there's all these like manifestation buzzwords that people like to use. And look, whatever you want to do. But self concept is how you see yourself in correlation to the thing, the person, the job, the career, the home, the whatever. It's not your self esteem alone. And it is still very much important, even though people have kind of died down with that buzzword. It's still very important. Your self concept is extremely important, which is why I still have my self concept workbook available on my site. It's in the platinum bundle. I'll put a picture here, and you guys liked the pictures for me to show you what different things are. So I'll put that there. But that's the platinum employees bundle. You'll get the full self concept workbook. You'll get the wealth code, and then you'll get nervous system regulation in that bundle. Moving along, that's completely different than your self-esteem. Your self-esteem is very surface level, very conscious, on a conscious level. You know, you're pretty, you know, you're handsome, you know, these things, right? You know, you're talented, but to what extent? Are you minimizing yourself? Are you making yourself small in workplaces? I was guilty of that. I was like, okay, I know my worth, but I was charging under what my worth was because I was afraid that if I charge what it's worth, then people won't come to me in the salon. I even did that in mentorship for a long time. I was like, I'm giving people such valuable stuff. I'm changing people's lives. I've never not had anyone that has been in my mentorship programs to not get what they desire. Never have I ever. I've had people quit because I turned up the heat on their ass and they were just afraid to whatever. And I have had people where I was like, this isn't going to work. I need to remove myself from you. And I've had to fire them, unfortunately. But that's only like 4 to 5 people out of hundreds, right? So I know that what I'm doing is working. So I need to charge value for it. There's value in it. And for the people that find value in it, they will go to platinumgang.store and get whatever they find the value in. If you don't find value in it, I don't give a shit because I do. And that's what it is. So your self-concept is that, okay? When you are manifesting a particular person, a specific person, people get so hung up on what that other person is doing and they just keep repeating the cycle. This is my video that I'm talking about on TikTok where I'm talking about your conditioned stimulus. Go check out that. You have to hijack the emotion before the emotion hijacks you. What does that mean? Oh my God, my SP said something unfavorable. I'm going to flip the fuck out and lose it, and then I'm going to start over. And then you're going to feel resentment towards yourself. You're going to feel a little bit guilty because you're going to feel like, damn, why did I do that? I shouldn't have done that, X, Y, and Z. That's exactly what I'm talking about when you get stuck in these cycles and how you need to break out of that. And this is why I'm going to go back to, we're just going to check some shit off the list. I'm on a rant this morning. With everyone is you pushed out. Everyone is not you fucking pushed out. Everyone is not you pushed out. Everyone is not you pushed out. Everyone is not you pushed out. The reason why people are saying that is because consciousness as a whole is everything, everywhere, everyone, all at once, experiencing itself from different perspectives. Yes. Now, how you choose to interact with people is what is you pushed out, not that person in particular. How you perceive them to be is you pushed out. But for example, you could think that I am the biggest bitch in all of the world, right? That's your perception, your assumption. So whatever I do, however I interact with you, you're going to interact with me as if I am a bitch. If I think that my SP is a habitual cheater, even if I have no proof of that, because in my past, which is what Dr. Joe Dispenza says, when we're victims of our past, we stay in this cycle. We think all men ain't shit, all women are cheaters, they did this, blah, 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 blah. And you put these labels on people based off of your beliefs. So then everything that this person does, you're going to be looking over your shoulder. Are they cheating? Are they doing this? Are they doing the X, Y, and Z? Blah, blah, blah. And it becomes too much. Okay. So then now you have this assumption that everyone is cheating or doing these things. So now you're interacting with them in that way. Meanwhile, they're not, but everyone has their own beliefs and trauma and bullshit. So if you take me and my man, for an example, okay, I can sit here and say certain things that he does triggers me. Or can I say that he is doing that because he was raised to do things this way? For a small example, I'm from the South. My family, we all like to say goodbye to each other before we leave to go out of town. It's just what we do. Even if we're not going out of town, you could be leaving from the city, going into the country, or coming from the country and going into the city, right? It doesn't matter. We all say goodbye to each other. Even if I'm driving an hour away and I got to go say bye to my mom, my dad, my grandmas are RIP to them. But in the past, I would go and say goodbye to everyone. That's just what we do. That's what my family does. His family don't do that. They don't do that. So to him, that's not that big of a deal. Now, am I going to take that and spiral? Well, in my family, we do that. Has it become a thing where he's like, okay, I get that this is what her family does, so let me honor that? Yes. Has it become a thing where I'm like, I get that his family doesn't do that, so is it that big of a deal? No, it's not that big of a deal. That is what I'm talking about. You guys are taking these small little discrepancies, running with them, and slapping a label on it, and now you're thinking, what did I do? Everyone is me pushed out, and I must have thought this some kind of way. Whoo, Jesus, take the wheel. No, that's not you pushed out. How you are choosing to interact and be combative or not be combative is what is you pushed out. If I would have been like, okay, well, he must be cheating and he must have another girl that's going over there to say goodbye to him because I can't say goodbye to him. Girl, what the fuck are you talking about? No, I have a belief that you have to say goodbye to everyone before they leave. He does not. He does not. That man is over there with his dog playing a video game. He does not care. And this is what I'm talking about with these discrepancies that sometimes you guys are doing and you don't recognize, which is why I stopped doing the one-on-one mentorship, because honestly, it just got draining. It just got so fucking draining where I'm like, holy shit, this is so easy. I'm on a computer screen telling you step by step, holding your hand, what you need to do, and you're just not doing it. But what I did start to see was quicker results when people are doing the platinum plans. The platinum plans are the way that I like to mentor now. You will pick between a 14-day, 30-day, or 90-day plan. I write it out for you day by day by day, week by week by week, so you can have these new habits. You fill out that questionnaire, and I make that plan for you based off of your questionnaire answers. Okay. And then you get a customized video with it. It's easier. It's more effective. And I'm seeing people have results right in the halfway mark. And that's why I always email you guys, for those of you that have already done it and keep doing it. Some people just keep doing it, where I'm like, message me in the halfway mark so I can keep up with your progress. Cause I care. I want to keep up with everyone's progress, but there's only one of me and there's so many of you. So I like for you guys to reach out to me via email and, let me know how your progress is going. But there's so many like just things in the manifestation community that needs to be debunked. And I'm not here for taking accountability and ownership for someone's poor behaviors. And when I say that everyone is not to be pushed out, so many people get in my comments like, you need to go revisit what the law of assumption is. No, bitch, you do. Because it's whatever the fuck I assume to be true. It's called the law of fucking assumption. It's whatever I assume to be true. It's my assumption. I don't assume that everyone is going to be pushed out. And the moment I let that go, and the moment I extended grace, not gaslighting myself, okay? Once I extended them grace and said, that's just the way that they were raised. This is what was going on. Got it. This is why I will die on the heel that manifestation, you guys, is just psychology and quantum physics and neuroscience. And if you use cognitive behavioral therapy to understand why you do the fucking shit that you do, you can move on and let it go and start to behave differently. Remember, you get who you are, not what you want. You get who you're being, not what you desire. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches us that your personality is going to shape your what? Your 3D physical reality. Your personality is based off of your what? Your daily habitual habits. Neville Goddard tells us that the feeling is the secret. So I need to go and act and feel and pretend like I'm being that version of myself now. A lot of people say, well, Nisi, I've never had this amount of money before. I've never been in a happy, healthy, committed relationship. I don't know what I would be doing. Fair. Hear you out. Hear me out. The more you stay in that here, you're going to naturally start doing stuff out here. Ooh, hit my mic. You're going to naturally start doing stuff out here in the 3D reality, and you're not even going to recognize it. I did this. I'm still doing this. I have been cocooning and recalibrating because my income has catapulted once again. And so people tend to think that, oh, they're a mindset mentor or they're a manifestation coach or whatever, so they must have it all together. No, the fuck we don't. We don't have it all together, and whoever told you that is a goddamn liar. There are times where I have to go and get off the internet, get off of TikTok, take a break, and recalibrate myself 100%. Because the more I elevate, the more I'm not accustomed to it either, you guys. But the more you elevate and the more you grow and the more you're like, okay, I got to teach my nervous system that now it's safe to have this amount of money. Now I got to teach my nervous system that it's now safe to make this amount of money. Now I got to teach my nervous system, and you just keep crawling up and up and up and up. The more my man falls in love with me every day, I got to keep teaching my nervous system. It's okay, girl. He just loves you. It's okay. And you have to tell yourself this until you believe it. And even when you believe it, you're going to grow and elevate so much in whatever it is that you guys are creating that you're forming new beliefs. And what I mean by that is like, okay, let's say you're used to making $100,000 a year. Great. But then once you start making $300,000 a year, you recalibrate your nervous system and say, okay, now it's safe to have $300,000 a year. Okay. Manifested a luxury apartment. Great. But then if you want to purchase a home, now you recalibrate your nervous system for that. And comes with it, right? It's like you can make so much money, but are you Mark Cuban rich? Are you Jeff Bezos rich? You know what I'm saying? So you have to teach yourself constantly because you're always growing, changing, and evolving and leveling up in that way. And so the more you level up, the more you recalibrate. And so that's what I've been doing. And so that's why you guys haven't seen me that much. But I'm going to get back to posting at least once a day on YouTube. TikTok is just becoming, oh my God, to me, you guys. Like it really is. Hold on, I'm drinking my chlorophyll. TikTok has just become like too much for me, to be honest, because I just feel like so many people are so damn negative in the comments. And I know that's my assumption, but it is what it is. I think I'm just getting burned out from it. And I really like YouTube a lot better because, this is where people are coming to seek out the information that they need. Anyways, I think I'm going to do a part 2 of this also. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns or anything that you're confused about, please drop it in the comments. I'll be sure to respond to you. I try to respond to you guys on all platforms as much as I can. And then if you're interested in getting the platinum plans, you'll just go to platinumgang.store and you can pick those platinum plans there. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.